Hi everyone, Sharon here with Max Senior. Well, it's day 2 in Amsterdam, and I decided to start off the day with a shower that is way smarter than me, I think. It is the most unusual, wonderful shower I've ever seen. And it made me wonder, though, how did they get it in there? Because it's huge, and these houses are tall. There's many stories, but they're very small on the inside. This is a baker that my husband found. He went out to get us some bread and milk and eggs and such. And he found this bakery and he asked if he could take a picture, and they said yes. And this is our room. Now bear in mind, this place is 500 years old and we love it. And here's my husband emptying his pockets from the store. And I'm going to show you now those little stairs. First of all, here's another look at the courtyard below. And you're going to see some 500-year-old deferred maintenance on this windowsill as the camera sweeps by. Isn't that bad? We love our little room though. And look at these stairs. They are so tiny and short. And the whole thing is really narrow. It's amazing. And this is where we had breakfast before my trip to the Apple store. That was my husband in the red coat. And I'm just fascinated with the architecture in different cities. And that beautiful building down there at the end of the block is the Apple store. And that was where my appointment was. And I found out it is okay to take photographs inside Apple stores as long as you don't take pictures of anyone's faces. And oh man, that staircase is just exquisite. And this is a huge store. I think they have over 250 employees, beautifully kept, open, and as you can see, light and airy, just gorgeous. Now this is the front of the house where we're staying. These houses that were all built, the city was really built like this 500 years ago. That was when they dug the canals and brought the water in. These are the stairs coming down, or from below looking up. And then there's the next flight. I'm standing on the bathroom level right now, and then the next level down is the kitchen level, and then the next level down from there is the street. We decided to take a 70-minute cruise around the canals, and this was really interesting to me to find out that Holland is 2 meters below sea level. And these canals are fresh water that is not piped down, but it comes from the Alps. And they dug these, they're all man-made, and they dug them 500 years ago. And they did it so that they would have a way to bring in goods by boats to the city. And the interesting thing also is that some of these houses have settled, and so it was too expensive to correct, so they would just correct the inside. So you'll see a lot of different photographs, because they just fascinated me, of buildings that are very out of whack all over the whole city. It's really funny. And then also the reason a lot of them are black is because they could make their own brick from the clay that is on their land, but apparently it was not waterproof, and so they would put tar on the outside of the buildings, and so they were almost all black back then, and then they painted the windows white. And what's coming up are houseboats, and there's a set amount of these boats, and if you want to live on a houseboat, you can't buy one and come park it. You have to buy one that's already in existence. And this is a stage that's being set up for their big 200-year celebration. They have been a kingdom for 200 years. So most countries start out being a kingdom and become a republic, but they did it the other way around. They were a republic, and 200 years ago they decided they wanted to be a kingdom, and they got themselves a king, I guess. I'm not too sure about how they did it, but anyway, that's that's what the guy on the boat said. And man, then it started just raining like crazy. So that was the end of the day. And then this evening we decided that we would venture out after dark. And here we are at Starbucks. I needed a latte badly. And here's more of the tilted architecture. They built a lot of the buildings slanted from the top out toward the land, and that's because they had to pull all of the furniture up to each room and bring it in through the windows. And so since that was dangerous to the windows, they wanted the houses to lean out. So that's actually how they built them. And all of the houses have these big hooks on the top of these big beams that stick out over each house. It's amazing. 500 years ago, they did all this. So that's it for day 2. I'll be back tomorrow with more, hopefully better shots, and I'll sign off with this view of the Apple Store at night. Isn't it beautiful? Sweet dreams.